Update 3.14 continues today with the Apex Rebirth. Ludia has breathed some new life into some older Apexes, and seems to have put Becklolyth in her place. Hey everyone, and welcome back to IDGT 902, your place for everything you need to know about Jurassic World Alive. Today, we're diving into the brand new mid-patch release notes for Update 3.14. It's being called the Apex Rebirth. But does it really bring balance? Or just add fuel to the already blazing fire of fierce dominance in the meta? Let's take a look. IDGT and Practicekat are giving their first impressions, and we hope it helps you. Please let us know any questions, comments, and your feedback below. Indolycan is by far the biggest winner of this rebalancing. The changes solidify Ludia's clear pattern of favoring fierce creatures, while leaving most resilience lagging behind. This update further proves that they either don't care or don't want us to have good resilience. The trend continues for resilient buffs coming just short of any relevance. But for Indolycan, it can now beat 4 of the top leads in the arena. It is kind of a high-risk, high-reward creature now. Against Spinotops, it has a 50-50 shot of not doing any damage if Spinotops is able to run to a swapper after group ferocious charge. And watch out for this creature in Brawl. It paired with Arcticanus will be a deadly combo. But be very cautious with spending your resources on these creatures, as we feel there's likely a reason these particular creatures were buffed this much. Indonemys got some meaningful improvements too. Nothing flashy, but solid. Indonemys' issues always came down to having to deal with flocks in the past, but they're long gone from any competitive play. Changing its rampage and run is huge. It now has a chance to handle the shields that gave it issues before, and the added HP will help significantly too. Next up, Geminideus. She rarely sees competitive play today. These changes try to fix that, but do they? It seems if a creature doesn't have fierce in its class description, it won't get much love. The changes to Geminideus seem okay, although not much changes for its head-to-heads. It gains the swap in, which helps with its overall utility. We're unsure how much, if any, this changes its stock in endgame meta, but it will be available for Brawl, which gives it a better chance at seeing some boosts added in arena play. Finally, we have Ankylos Lux, which sadly many of the changes come too little and too late. We are, after all, in a fierce meta. And it doesn't matter how much shield or armor you have, fierce are gonna hurt you. We had a few cunning running around in the arena not long ago, but Nomenrex, Magnaraptor, and Aeromocanus are all falling off since many of the top fierce are also resilient. So these creatures are left to the wayside because there's not enough room on teams. So, this buff to Ankylos Lux feels absolutely useless. It won't even benefit much from being added to Brawl. Resilience seem to always fall short of buffs, and this trend continues. And now on top of that, we have 2 more potential fierce coming to the arena with these recent buffs. The nerf to Becklolyth feels like too much. We could understand the damage nerf and crit damage nerf, but reducing the counter is probably too far. It should have been one or the other. It's still a good legendary, and will be on top legendary teams, but it won't compete outside of that anymore, like some players who invested in it originally had done so thinking it would. For Rebirth's Titanosaurus, Tail Whip now does 2x damage, as Ludia says was originally intended. A correction rather than a buff. For those who prefer to study the field notes, Ed's got mid-update 3.14 covered on the IDGT 902 blog, full link below. Overall, the Apex Rebirth shows that if a creature doesn't have fierce in its class description, Ludia's just not giving it much attention. We now have only 3 endgame creatures that aren't part fierce, and 2 of those are already fading. Sadly, the meta is heading down a track that will be hard to overcome. The trend is clear. If you're not fierce, you're falling behind. Let us know in the comments what you think about these mid-update patch notes, and be careful where you spend your resources right now. The meta's shifting fast, and some of these changes might just be setting us up for the next big shakeup. Thank you, as always, for all your support. Stay tuned here at IDGT 902 later this week for exclusive coverage of Isle of Trials and her boss Distortus Rex. Have an awesome day, guys.